Rahkua. Yeah, I just want to say thank you for being a guest on my talk show.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
Not a problem. Now, for people who want to know what uncensored is, uncensored's my way of showing people that even with a learning disability, I can still overcome controversy and reach my goals in life. At the same time, I'm able to turn myself into a perfect example for people out there dealing with their own learning disabilities. But you should never label yourself or have people label you. And if you're very passionate about your goals and your dreams, you should prove to them you can still amount to something. Now, with that being said, it's a half hour, 45-minute conversation. I apologize for the late start. I know it's 20 minutes of, just sitting around with my thumb up my ass, but I wasn't doing that to be an asshole. I was trying to get you and our second guest on here, but I really need to figure out how to use Skype more, or at least be able to update my computer, one or the other. But with that being said, you can say anything you want. You can say I'm an asshole for messing up your first name. It's uncensored.
You did it. You pronounced it correctly. It is a difficult one for a lot of people, regardless of anything. So I usually have to pronounce it a couple of times before people get it all the way. It usually helps if I spell it for them first.
And it's your time. You can talk about anything you want. If there's subjects you would like to talk about, like I said, this is your time. It's whatever you want to do.
Cool. I'm a singer, actress, and model, first of all. If you guys want to check me out, you can visit my website at rahkua.com. That's RAHKUA.com. And basically, I'm currently working on a lot of great things, mainly my project called Project Africa. I just launched that this month for Black History Month, and basically I'm trying to get to Africa this summer, taking donations to raise the funds that I need. It's about $5,000, a little bit over that, to get over there, and it's an educational trip, as well as cultural enrichment trip, as well as an artistic trip, because I'm going to be organizing and throwing a concert while I'm over there too, and just give back to the Ghanaian people. We're going to Ghana, so give back to the people while I drink in their culture and learn about their culture. I want to be able to offer in some of my art as well. So that's what I'm currently working on. We're actually setting up a tour also in Los Angeles. I'm in LA. I'm setting up a Los Angeles tour for Project Africa currently also.
Oh, that's really cool. Now, I'm going to ask you all that in a little bit, but let's start off with the easy ones and then I can ask you the hard-hitting ones.
Okay.
When you were in college, were you a party animal, study nerd? And when you were growing up and going to the high school lesson, did you ever do any sports? Were you very athletic?
In high school, I wasn't very athletic, but I did play a sport. I played tennis, and I love tennis so much. I'm not very good at it, but I do play. And in college, no, I wasn't a party animal. I still am not really, I like to get work done. I like to be productive. So if I do go out to party, it's usually so that I can network or something related to my art. So yeah, I got my work done and went out, but with the idea of having work done while I'm there.
What about sports? Did you ever do soccer? Were you a gymnast?
Yeah, just tennis. Tennis was the only one that I played. I was also in the choir, but that's not really a sport. I guess it's a vocal sport. But as far as physical sports, just tennis.
Now, when you were a tennis player, did you ever want to be a professional, go pro, or was it just for fun?
It was just for fun. I'm not very good, so I would never be able to actually do it professionally, but I do enjoy it a lot. So I still play from time to time with friends and stuff.
All right. Then the next question is, did you ever get the chance to do one of those human pyramids, or are you not a human pyramid girl?
No, I'm not a human pyramid girl. I actually did try out for the cheerleading squad when I was in middle school, but I didn't make the team, and I haven't attempted it since then.
Yeah, I love that stuff. I know I'm a loser.
No, it's cool. I just haven't done it myself.
Would you ever be interested in doing one, or?
Yeah, I mean, I would probably want to be, like, at the top of the pyramid because I don't want everybody to fall on top of me. And I feel like I'm pretty agile, so I would be able to handle being up there.
Well, it's funny we should be talking about this. I'm working on a project. I'm trying to enter the Guinness Book of World Records, and I know that's a little far-fetched, but I'm trying to also, we're at the same time working on the YouTube record. So I'm trying to get as many girls together to do a pyramid, and if you would like to be part of that, I appreciate it. Always looking for people.
Well, I'm based in Los Angeles, so I think the geographics would not work out.
Well, we can always work something out, but hypothetically, just throwing it out there.
Yeah, it's an interesting concept.
Now, the next question I was going to ask you is, who motivated you to become a singer, and what singer influenced you to get into the whole music business?
Well, I would definitely say that my parents have been so encouraging in my whole journey, my whole artistic journey. They started me out very young, performing and getting out there, getting on stage in front of people. So I've had that experience since I was like 3 years old. As far as like singers that influence me, I have a lot, but my main person is Beyonce. I just really love everything that she does, vocally, performance-wise, her public persona. It's really, she's a big inspiration for me. And other than Beyonce, I love Prince, I love Jasmine Sullivan, Rihanna, Nina Simone. I love CeeLo Green, and I actually got a chance to open up for him, perform with him last year, and that was like a dream come true when I was releasing my debut album, Love Lost Lives. And yeah, so those are a couple of my musical influences. I also have a couple rap influences like Eminem and Lil Wayne.
Now, the next question I was going to ask you, how did you become an actress? In the same question, who motivated you and who influenced you?
Well, in that same vein, my parents, again, they had us performing as a family very young. And I actually auditioned for a performing arts school when I was going to the 4th grade. So elementary through now, I've been in the arts, acting, and I actually went to college for acting. That's what my degree is in. I went to New York University to School of the Arts for my drama degree, my acting degree. And I've just, always been encouraged by my parents to do that. And I think as far as actors that influence me, I love Meryl Streep, of course, Denzel, Felicia Rashad, Julia Roberts, all the big hitters,
Now, did he ever get the chance to be like a main star, secondary star, or were you just extras?
I've done a couple things here and there. I've not gotten that big breakout role just yet. I'm still working on it. But I've done like a couple commercial things, and I do a lot of print work, and I've done a lot of theater also.
All right. And then if you have any questions for me, it's as a normal conversation. You can say anything you want and talk about anything you want. Is there any subjects you would like to talk about, or anything that are passionate to you?
I don't know. What do you mean?
I'm not saying like there's any subjects or anything like music you're passionate about that you like to talk about.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, Beyonce is my favorite singer. I actually have been jamming to her new release 7-Eleven and video that just came out. Have you seen it yet?
Heard of it, never saw it.
Okay, it's really cool and like very indie, put together type of thing. I don't know, I love it.
Now, next question I was going to ask you is, did you ever do any voiceover work? And would you ever be interested in that type of work?
Yeah, I'm also interested in voiceover. I haven't done, I've done a couple of things, for small projects. I'm waiting on that call from Pixar to one of those type of things. But yeah, I've done voiceover work also.
Now, you mentioned you're a singer. What songs are your favorite, and what songs that have you performed in live in person?
I usually perform originals when I am performing. I've just started to incorporate cover songs into my set, but it's usually originals. Some of the cover songs that I've been doing are Speechless by Beyonce, The Worst by Janae Aiko, Thinking About You by Frank Ocean. What's something else I've done? I've done Bust Your Windows by Jasmine Sullivan, Nina Simone. I've done a couple of hers for Black History oriented events, and a couple NAACP events like Strange Fruit and Feeling Good. And of my own work, I love to perform my song Insane. The music video is actually going to be coming out very soon, so you guys stay tuned for that. And also, I just released a music video for my song Still Love You. It's on my YouTube channel now. That's youtube.com/Rahkua, Rahkua. And yeah, I don't know. I love all types of music also, all genres of music. I definitely don't discriminate. I'll listen to from country to R&B to rock to opera to gospel to, I don't know, hip-hop. Every genre, I've found some kind of song in there that I love.
That's true. Now, for our listeners, this was supposed to be a double interview. But again, I'm working on that to be more of a season 3 thing, but I wanted to be more of a teaser in season 2. And usually now I like things to be interactive, and I don't mean that in a perverted way. I'm not asking you to take off your shirt or anything, but I mean interactive. You can pick up the camera, you can show us the place, you can walk around, you can just move around, so instead of being stationary, you can have the ability to do whatever you want. If that makes any sense.
My computer is kind of stationary, so it's not really possible to move it around and stuff, unfortunately. And my apartment is pretty small, so you see it like that. But yeah, so unfortunately that's not possible with my computer setup.
It does an idea. Now I'm going to be a guest on a talk show later on today. Basically, it's just a talk show about superheroes, and that brings up our next subject. Who are your most favorite superheroes, and who would you want to play if you got the chance to?
I'm not just particularly into superhero stuff, so I don't know. I think Spider-Man is kind of cool. I like the X-Men movies. I like those. I think if I could have any superpower, it would be the ability to read minds. I don't know why. That and probably 3 things. If I had superpowers and I could choose 3, I would choose the ability to read minds, the ability to fly, and the ability to become invisible.
Well, on the subject, I would say for my superpowers would be super strength, super speed, and the power to regenerate.
Oh, that's very interesting. Do you have plans of getting chopped up?
Just saying, if you ever in an accident or an explosion, your body will just regenerate. Are you a fan of Dragon Ball Z? Bless you.
Thank you.
Like in Dragon Ball Z, where Piccolo loses his arm, but he can just regenerate, or Majin Buu, where he gets beat up, but then he just pops out like a big marshmallow.
Yeah.
Now the next question I was going to ask you is, are you a fan of Black Jesus and Empire?
I haven't heard of Black Jesus. I haven't watched that one yet, so I can't say yes or no. In general, yes to Black Jesus, but to the show, as far as the show is concerned, I don't know. And Empire, yes, I've really gotten into it. I like the music. I think it could be, worked out a little better. Hopefully they could give me a call and I can show them something. But yeah, I love the show. I haven't watched this past episode, so no spoilers. Please don't tell me what happened. But yeah, I've been enjoying the show, and I think that it's been getting a lot of buzz online. So it will be successful. It's gonna continue for a while.
Now, do you think there's a lot of stereotyping in it, or do you think it's just an ordinary TV show?
Well, I think it depends on the perspective you look at it. Of course, there are some stereotypes in there, but I think that is really unavoidable with anything. Like, it does reflect one part of that lifestyle, and I think people just have to look at it as that it's not everybody's lifestyle of that, of Black people, but it's one aspect of it, one reflection of it. So it is valid to show that. And yeah, I don't mind it. I think that we have to not stop being sensitive, but just take things at face value sometimes and enjoy the experience. And it hasn't been offensive to me just yet. I don't know, maybe they'll go too far in one of these episodes, but I think it's some great entertainment.
Alright. Now the next question I was going to ask you was, where do you stand on people using the race card? I'll give you a perfect example. People would say, it just happened to me, it's like, oh, you're picking on me because I'm retarded, or and I was at this job, and one of the things the boss said to me, and he's a douchebag, by the way, one of the things he kept saying to me was, we don't know how to deal with people like you. And it's like, yes, thank you. I know I have a learning disability. But you don't have to keep drilling into my head. I know I have it. Every time I did something wrong, I don't know why we hired someone like you. We can't work with someone like you. Or we don't know. And the other people say, oh, he's having problems with his son. Or he's having marriage problems. And it's kind of like, yeah, but it's no excuse for him to constantly say, we don't know how to deal with people like you.
Right.
Now, going back to you, have you ever had people say that to you? And do you think people use the race card to get what they want?
Well, first of all, I would tell you need to sue your boss, because that's not acceptable. But second of all, as far as the question goes, I kind of resent that term sometimes, or that colloquialism part, because it kind of negates the fact that a race card needs to be pulled sometimes,
right.
Or negates the fact that it's not pulling the race card, but rather it's acknowledging the fact that there are discriminations in play. So I think there are some cases where there is discrimination happening and people write off that discrimination by saying, oh, you're trying to pull the race card. At the same time, there are other instances where people do just, want to get some kind of advantage or get over on somebody. So they try to say they're being discriminated against because of their race. But I think in a majority of cases, there is some kind of racial prejudice where that is being, say where the person is being accused of pulling the race card. I'm personally not really experienced that much discrimination as far as my race goes. I've experienced a little bit of discrimination growing up for my hair because I have natural hair. I have locks actually, and my parents have I've had locks my whole life, and it was really hard growing up to have the locks because it wasn't something that was being accepted, and the natural hair movement that you see happening now where natural hair is being accepted wasn't very prevalent then. So growing up, I had to deal with that more so. But as far as my race, I haven't encountered very much animosity. Along the lines of the hair, though, I actually have started my own hair channel on YouTube and on a blog. It's called aheadofmyhair.blogspot.com, and the YouTube channel is Rahkua Ahead of My Hair. And I just on there talk about my journey, my hair journey, talk about what kind of hair I have, like what I do with my hair, the different styles I have. I actually just finished editing my video for today and uploading today's video because the episodes air every Thursday on YouTube Ahead of My Hair. So I just did that. But yeah, as far as the race card, I haven't had to pull it ever. But I have experienced some discrimination because of my hair in the past.
Well, you do look beautiful.
Thank you.
Now, the next question I was going to ask you is, well, you can ask me anything. Do you have any questions you want to ask me so far?
Well, how have you been dealing with that discrimination? Like, what is your daily struggle with that or your daily observations?
Well, I get it occasionally, like when something happens in the house or something breaks. Me and my brother do have learning disabilities, so when something happens, it's either go ask one or two idiots. But, I'm tired of hearing about it, but, it's true. When I went to school, basically, I was gypped out of my education. They basically said to me, it's like this, well, we do know your son they say this, well, we do know your son and daughters have learning disabilities, but we promise you, after these 4 years, they will be functional adults. Nope. Go read the newspaper and don't bother me. So that was basically my 4 years of high school. And so I can't go to college. Occasionally I can hold down a job, but it depends on the job. So I came up with the idea of showing people, like, hey, even with a learning disability, look at what I'm capable of doing, and this is what I'm able to do, and prove people wrong, and at the same time I'm turning myself into a perfect example for people out there that you should never label yourself. It doesn't matter if you're white, black, Asian, it doesn't matter. If you're passionate about your goals, you should prove to people you can stem out to something no matter what.
Well, congratulations. I think you're doing a great job.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Now, the next story, next story. Actually, I was going to ask you about stories, but I just bored of it out. Do you have any funny stories you would like to share, or funny incidents that happened to you over the years?
I keep a pretty low-key lifestyle. I don't have any funny stories. I think a story of regret that I can share is one time in college where I got onto the elevator and Spike Lee and Chris Rock got on the elevator with me, and we rode all the way up like 3-4 floors. And I said absolutely nothing to them, and I regretted it so much afterwards, especially since I was like in a play at the moment that I could have invited them to. It was in the building. Spike Lee teaches there, so it would have been like out of his way or anything. And I really regret that moment, of being on the elevator with Spike Lee and Chris Rock and saying nothing at all.
Yeah, I do have a lot of regrets. One of them is that 2010, and that was a stupid idea on my part, but 2010 I turned 21, and people say it's your 21st birthday, you should do something special, and do something you gotta remember. Alright, well, I don't drink, I don't smoke. Oh, if I have to die one day, I would like to have a couple famous friends. And I came up with the idea of asking people for their friendship. And I was told to go fuck myself. I was called a lowlife. I was called a parasite. Oh, we don't get paid enough to deal with people like you. And, even though that was my goal and getting on my birthday list, I should have been working on my talk show. And I don't know why. And I still kick myself that, 10 years, 5 years ago, I should have been doing the talk show. It's just instead of doing it now, it's a lot of people, a lot of wrestlers who I had the chance to talk to are unfortunately passed away now, so it's kind of like, my stupidity as to like what took me so long. It's like, that's what my biggest regret. So basically, for me to say to people out there, if you're passionate into doing something, do it right then and now. Don't put it off because, some excuse may come up and it's completely sandbaggy. Now, with that being said, wrapping up, do you have anything you want to say to your fans and listeners?
Just definitely keep me in mind. Go visit my website. Again, that's rahkua.com. rahkua.com, and please support my fund to get to Africa. I really, really want to go, and even a $5 gift goes a long way in helping to support getting there and boosting up my participation numbers to get sponsors interested also. So the Indiegogo link is www.igg.me/@/Pala, P-A-L-A, Project Africa LA. So please check out my Indiegogo campaign, Project Africa LA, and donate